Every morning, loud noise engulfs this area. Men and women determined to earn a living converge here daily and engage in artisan work, which is slowly but steadily becoming their way of life. This is Kisenyi, located almost in the heart of Kampala, the capital city of Uganda. It has become one of the most powerful centers of small-scale businesses and is still growing daily. Kisenyi is a center of innovations, with people of limited education striving very hard to survive in a competitive environment. Scrap, especially from old cars, is the raw material. It is mainly used in the manufacture of various items that are so crucial to the lives of the urban poor. One such item that has been taken on seriously is the making of saucepans. Making saucepans is a complex process which needs a number of raw materials and expertise at each stage. Locally designed furnaces have been put in place to melt aluminium, copper and other raw materials. Between 100 and 200 saucepans are channeled out daily depending on the need and the available raw materials. Rudimentary as the process may be, it has worked for the proprietors of this business, many of whom have upsetting experiences that saw them become artisans.
I was working with the parastatal. Then I was being liquidated. So from there I found that just staying, looking for a job, I think I may not get something which is suitable for to sustain my family.
With our education, we found that we lost work, whereby we couldn't be able to get work with our education level of education. So we decided, we got somebody who gave us this idea in 1979. That was where we started this work in Soroti. So we brought this work to Kampala in 1988. That was where we started this work in Kampala here. So, and it is the very work which is helping us.
In order to mobilize resources and to cope up with the demands, the artisans have formed an association called Aluminium Molders Association. Applying a combination of indigenous and some modern knowledge, artisans have tried to make some innovations that suit the modern society setup. Some areas of the city have exclusively been taken over by these people, and this has become their social and economic way of life. Almost 80% of the people here have not had any formal training in artisan work, but nevertheless, they have been able to master the craft so perfectly. With modern equipment, the nature and quality of their work will tremendously improve. For instance, they have calculated that the melting point for iron raw materials is between 700 and 800 degrees, but they do not have any measurement to ascertain this, yet it has worked perfectly for them. With local technology, the artisans are able to ensure that the melting of raw materials becomes a continuous process. These women here use the blowers specifically designed to ensure constant heat in the furnaces. The men in charge of the furnaces have to endure the constant heat. It's a job they have taken on, not by design, but by circumstances. With the country still experiencing high levels of unemployment and training institutions still producing people who look for white-collar jobs, Kisenyi could be looked at as a practical industrial base which would probably answer the country's technological problems. The making of charcoal stoves, weighing scales, saucepans and other household items has become a source and means of earning a living. It's indeed one area that is helping to solve the unemployment problem in the country. Casual workers whose payment depends on output are mainly used. Currently, the issue of markets is being pursued vigorously.
We have the market, because now at the moment, locally here, we sell them to Owino, because these Owino women, they are one of our best people, customers who come and buy them here locally from us here. Then we have some markets, outside markets, that's already importing. But now, as we don't have funds, there's no how we can take them, because one day I visited Kenya. But when I reached there, I got these products of ours is there, and it is just in high demand. But now, there's no way how can I take them in bulk.
Locally, however, the items made by the artisans fit within the incomes of the people. Many people in Uganda live on less than $1 a day, and items imported from outside the country are not within their reach. Local businessmen also find it easy and cheap to buy items made by the local artisans. Such items are displayed by the roadside and other places where low-income groups can access them easily. The artisans, however, want government to give them support.
If we had a good amount of good money, we would have really uplifted. So we are asking at least government, if at all there was a way it could help us, at least to fund us in order to uplift our work, we could be very grateful.
Still, many of the artisans look at this job with a lot of satisfaction and pride. Those who were retrenched from the civil service have found this as a fallback position for their survival. The casual employees, some of whom were roaming the streets for employment, at least have something to take home at the end of the day.
Even educating our children, and most of us have even married throughout of this work. Even our children are in secondary schools, in universities out of this work. And we are employing most of the people who are lacking even jobs. We are more than 300 people doing this work here in Kampala.
Challenging as the artisan work seems to be, it's one area that has enabled the old, young, men and women survive, at least for now. It's a field which, if well integrated within government's strategic plan of building a formidable private sector, could easily help solve the unemployment problem. It could also help improve the social and economic well-being of the people.